Hello dear students, welcome to my channel. Today we will start the next point in the topic 7, that's the carbon cycle. I think so all of you know something about the carbon, that is the circulation and the recycling of carbon from atmosphere to the living organism, and after the death again this carbon it is transferred it into the back to the atmosphere. It called as the carbon cycle. ये जो कार्बन है ये एटमॉस्फेयर से निकलकर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स के अंदर ट्रांसफर होता है प्लांट्स के ज़रिए, और वापस जब प्लांट्स डेड हो एनिमल्स डेड हो जाते हैं तो ये जो कार्बन है ये कहाँ पे चला जाता है, वापस एटमॉस्फेयर में चला जाता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द कार्बन साइकिल. द सर्कुलेशन एंड द रिसाइकलिंग ऑफ अ कार्बन फ्रॉम एटमॉस्फेयर to the living organisms through the plant and after their death back to the atmosphere is called as the carbon cycle. Abiotic carbon atom are circulated. Abiotic carbon atom are circulated and recycled it into the biotic form. That is, this carbon which is present in the atmosphere, it is absorbed by the plants, and from the plants this carbon enters it into the animal's body. That is, the abiotic carbon atom are circulated and recycled into biotic form mainly through the photosynthesis. That is, the plant absorbs the carbon dioxide and the animals it is emitted the carbon dioxide. That is, during the photosynthesis there is the absorption and during the respiration there is the elimination. Hence, the carbon cycle is one of the most important biogeochemical cycle. We already studied in the last video, that is a biogeochemical cycle. That is, हमने अभी लास्ट वीडियो में स्टडी किया था कि बायोजियोकेमिकल साइकिल क्या है. उसके तो दो टाइप्स थे. पहला था गैसियस साइकिल और सेकेंड जो टाइप था वो था सेडिमेंटरी साइकिल. और जो कार्बन साइकिल है ये कौन से साइकिल के अंदर जाने वाली है? दैट इज येस, इट इज डेफिनेटली एंटर्स इट इनटू द गैसियस साइकिल. The plant converts, the plant it takes the carbon dioxide and it is converted into the carbohydrates. आप सभी को पता है कि जो प्लांट्स होते हैं वो एटमॉस्फेयर से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एब्सॉर्ब करते हैं और खुद का फूड जो है वो प्रिपेयर करते हैं, एंड दैट प्रोसेस इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज द फोटोसिंथेसिस. Similarly, they produce the carbon compound like the protein and the fat. The herbivores, these herbivores it is fed on the plants. ये जो herbivores animals होते हैं वो किसके ऊपर डिपेंड होते हैं? वो herbivores पे वो plants के ऊपर डिपेंड होते हैं. Carnivores which is fed upon the herbivores. In this way, the biotic carbon it's a transport from plant to herbivores, herbivores to carnivores, and from the carnivores towards the apex. We already studied this food chain in the last video. So let them see the main process. The carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere, 12 water molecule which is absorbed through the root. So there is a formation of the food, that is a carbohydrate. During this process there is released of the 6 water molecule in the form of vapor and the 6 oxygen molecule which is released. The carbohydrate and the water. So this is the first process. It is a process of photosynthesis. And the second one, it is a respiration process. That is a food which is prepared by the plant through the process of photosynthesis which is taken up by the animals. That is a carbohydrate and in the animals it also absorbs the atmospheric oxygen, and again this complex component it is converted it into the simple component. Again in the atmosphere there is a release of carbon dioxide and the water, but in addition to this there is a release of the energy, and this energy which is released in the form of the ATP molecule, that is the adenosine triphosphate molecule. Near about 38 ATP molecule energy it is released during the respiration process. But after the death of all types of the consumer, what happened? It undergoes which process? Yes, it is undergoes the decomposition process, and this decomposition which is carried out by the bacteria, fungi, and the carbon dioxide it is again released. Where this carbon dioxide entered? Yes, it is definitely entered again it into the atmosphere. Means there is the cyclic flow of the carbon dioxide from atmospheres to the plants towards the herbivores towards the carnivores, that is a primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer, and when the death is there again enters it into the atmosphere, that is after the decomposition this carbon dioxide again enters it into the atmosphere. In this way the carbon it is continuously passed on from one living organisms to the other living organism, and after the death of the living organism carbon goes to the atmosphere and again taken up by the living organism. Hope so you understood this carbon cycle. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.